What is up, my YouTubers? I'm back with another video again. It just gets getting crazier and crazier with these things. Before I start, what do you guys think about my watch collection? Pretty awesome. Those aren't nothing special. These are screw you. But yeah, pretty dope. This one looks better in person. The flash makes it look ugly. It's actually more like a more gold color, but I just got this one today. This is a pretty cool watch. If I can get it to focus. It's a car gauge watch, but that not only is that fancy enough, but they decided to add in a little cool animation. Check this out. Now that's sick, and it shows exactly what the time is on the numbers, and that's just pretty dope. And this watch is actually only $6 or $8 through $10, and they have the color white, black, red, blue, brown. So if you're interested in buying this watch, just comment in the section, comment below, and I will give you the link. And let's just get started with this, man. So the first thing I want to show you or start off with is the mirror. Take a good look at this mirror, and I'm gonna just flip it upside down. You're like, why are you flipping it, dude? Why are you flipping it? Nah, you're flipping. But anyways, I don't know if you guys could tell already. If you guys were able to figure it out before I'm gonna say anything, comment in the section below and let me know if you guys can already see what I'm gonna say. And give me a like if you guys did figure it out before I'm gonna say it. But this observatory happens to be the perfect alignment, just like the mirror. Now let me start by saying that these three boxes right here are not all the same size. The one in the middle happens to be the biggest square out of all three. And looking at the observatory, of course, this is the biggest one in the middle, and both are just like similar in size. Now if we take a look at the mirror, there's a line running straight down to the eye. And what do we see here? The observatory, a perfect alignment to this statue that for some reason is the eye. And there's also even a star at the bottom, which can also symbolize for the glowing effect here. And it's just kinds of connections on this thing, and I'm gonna just go deeper and deeper, and it's gonna get better and better, kind of just like the gooch. But okay, so one thing I'm gonna say is there happens to be these platforms on the ground. I did some research and real life photos of the observatory. I looked through videos and stuff. And the funny thing is that this guy was recording this video at the observatory, and then he passed by this guy and he was holding his dog, and his dog had a diaper on, and I was just like laughing. I was like, what the hell? This guy's dog has a diaper on and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? And it was like a little ass dog. It looked like hella funny. But yeah, anyways, so I did some research on the platforms here on the ground, and there happens to be these square platforms on the ground in real life, but for some reason Rockstar decided to add new platforms on the sidewalk. And these platforms are in the shape of an egg, and they happen to be gold in color, and that's not there in real life. So the fact that Rockstar added that is something to think about, but correct me if I'm wrong about that, okay? Like I said, I'm not going off a script or nothing, so I mess up a little bit. Forgive me. You know, it's not the end of the world. Or is it? Just kidding. But anyways, so alright, let me get started. So, yeah, that's something to think about. Another thing that kind of reminds me of is the boxes on the mirror. Since this is a perfect alignment of the mirror, maybe those platforms have to do with this. But like I said, this is just a theory. Another thing is how there's stairway entrances over here on each side of the corners, and over here on the mirror there's 2 entrance points where you could start reading the map. So that's something also interesting, but like I said, it's just a theory. So let me just get deeper into it. So after that's been mentioned, if you look at one of Whistle's I don't know if I said this already. I had to redo this video a couple times. I'm running out of memory on my phone. But anyways, one of Whistle's previous videos is he showed a video of the 3D layout of the observatory. Basically, there's no textures. It's just the shapes of the layout of the place. Basically, how the game's developed before it's all mastered and stuff. And there happens to be a crack on this dome here. No BS. I'm not lying. I don't lie to my subscribers, you guys. I'm gonna just tell you straight up right now. I keep it real. I don't lie to you guys. You know, it's just stupid. Like, for what? But anyways. So yeah, there happens to be a crack on this dome. And for some reason, I don't know why it's there, but it is there. And like I said, this is the perfect alignment of the mural. So, does that ring a bell? The fact that it's perfectly aligned, and for some reason there's a crack on the dome, the cracked egg. So if this is accurate, maybe it is normal to say that, you know, the jetpack would be in that one, and the UFO part, or maybe the flux capacitor for the space talker for the Back to the Future theory. This is just theory. But since this is the only crack available, I say if this was ever to be opened, like let's say Rockstar added a mission or something, I don't know, I think that just a jetpack would be in there. Maybe even the alien egg. Maybe that is where the alien egg is at, in that dome. And yeah, so that's something really interesting to think about. It's a perfect alignment. And the fact that there's cracks, I don't think that's a coincidence. But also, let me get on to Shoot for the Stars. Shoot for the Stars happens to be a UV light map clue that you can find directly above this area. So shoot for the stars. And in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, if you shot the moon, it would get bigger and bigger. So shooting the stars doesn't seem that far-fetched. But shoot for the stars. That gives me a little hint that maybe the telescopes are pointing to a certain star that we have to shoot, and that'll unlock something. But like I said, this is just a theory. Or maybe, just maybe, the telescopes are pointing to where the jetpack location is at. And maybe this one is pointing to the Fort Zancudo location. I'm not really sure. Like I said, it's a perfect alignment of the murals, so it doesn't seem that far-fetched. This one seems like the interesting one, in my opinion. Maybe this is pointing exactly where the jetpack is at. And if it is pointing to the Ultras camp, I'm going to be mind-blown. But yeah, let's continue. So I want to talk about the Space Stalker because there happens to be this platform on the ground here that's actually the same thing as here, an eye, and it's perfect in height for the Space Stalker's front metal piece end to fit there. Now if you go to look at the front of the Space Stalker, there's this metal thing attached, and I found out that that's actually a electricity conductor, because in one of the generators in Ultras camp, there's a generator and it happens to have the same thing here, it's just a different texture. So that's an electricity conductor. But one theory that I had that is, if this is the perfect alignment of the mural, and if these are the lightning strikes, let's just say that maybe the lightning strike happened to strike this, and the Space Stalker was connected, and the lightning strike happened to revolve all the way down up to this, and thus giving the Space Stalker power, or sending it back to the future or something. It doesn't seem that far-fetched, because, like I said, the more I talk about this, the more it gets better, because I still have more to say. So that's just one thing I could cross off the list. And let's get down to the last thing. So this is the interesting thing about all this. Like I said, this is the perfect alignment of the mural. And if you guys have never looked at it this way, as a perfect alignment of the mural, be sure to give me a like, because this is pretty awesome. I need the likes, I need the subscribers. It's worth my time. So right here, see, I had to redraw it a couple times because I had to redo the video. Right here on top of Mount Chiliad, we see the clue platform that says "Come back when your story is complete." And right there at that platform, there happens to be the eye. If you stand there at 3 a.m., there happens also to be a telescope there that you can look through. And there happens to be the UFO that spawns at 3 a.m. And since the UFO is actually an eye at the same time, I believe that stands for observation. Like, observe the UFO. with your eye. So observation, and the fact that this is the perfect lineup with the observatory, observation, observatory, observe the eye. Also, we happen to have some telescopes here as well, just like on top of the Mount Chiliad. So that's pretty interesting. So, observation, observe, observatory, observe maybe where the telescopes are pointing. Like I said, maybe this one points to the UFO, maybe this one points to the jetpack location. That's crazy. I'm even shaking. Just kidding. But since the UFO is an eye at the same time, it stands for observation, observatory. Maybe, just maybe, this is the big thing of the whole mystery. And I just got this in my head that maybe everything happens here. Like, for example, since it's a clue pointing to the observatory, the eye is right here. It's a perfect layout of the mural. Maybe, just maybe, this is where it all goes down. You connect your space stalker here, you get the lightning strike to hit the space stalker, you travel back in time, and when you travel back in time, the cracked dome piece is opened. Maybe the alien egg is there, that's step one, or maybe the jetpack and everything is there. And maybe that's one step of the Easter egg, but that's just crazy. Give me some likes, guys. You cannot lie. This is some crazy shit that I came up with. So, yeah, let me pause the video so I can refresh my mind and make sure I don't forget nothing. I don't remember if I shouted you guys out. Shout out to Danny Boy 641 and Mikey Stratford. You guys are cool. Danny Boy dropped me an amazing comment in my last video. It made my day, And to Mikey Stratford, he happens to be one of my biggest fans at the moment. He's always commenting on my videos to show support. So that's really good. And nothing really much to show here. I'm just showing some connections. Like example, observe the eye connects to the telescope. Shoot for the stars connects to the telescope. And this all connects to the observatory, space stalker, lightning strike. Nothing big. And the fact that the UFO is an eye at the same time. Maybe this can also represent the fact that the Illuminati are able to drive spaceships now because the UFOs are all in the game. But I mean, like I said, this is all just a theory. But give me some likes, guys. You cannot lie about this. This is one legit ass theory that I have not seen anybody talk about. Everything I upload all comes from my brain. Some people say what the hell was that? Some people say I steal some ideas, but that's just not true. Everything comes straight out my dome. And yeah, so be sure to like the video, subscribe, share my channel because I don't want to sound cocky or nothing, but I mean, honestly, I put a lot more time into the mystery. But I mean, that's what happens when you do hard work. It pays off. So be sure to comment whatever the hell you want. And if you guys want these dope ass watches for like $6, free shipping right now as well, just let me know in the comments below and I'll send you the link. And have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Can't wait till I get next gen. That's all I could say. And I'll see you guys soon. Very soon.